Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing the live stream. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. I actually might have had that muted the entire time. So testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check. Mic check. Testing 1 2 3. 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 Coach Ozzy, can you hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Averett University. I would really. I need to get their starting lineups. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Might leave the mic on and then just use the soundboard to mute me on and off. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pacers Sports Network for tonight's matchup between the visiting Averett University Cougars from Danville, Virginia, and your William Peace University Pacers. The Averett University Cougars are a USA South Conference opponent, but don't get mixed up. Tonight's contest is going to be scheduled as non-conference. That's just sports for 2021. But nonetheless, the Averett University Cougars coming to tonight's matchup winless for the season, an 0-5 record. Your William Peace University Pacers on a hot streak as they come into tonight's matchup with an overall record of 6-1 and are currently on a 3-game winning streak. These two teams played yesterday, so they have a quick turnaround here tonight as the Averett University Cougars have traveled to Cary here at Coleman Field at the beautiful USA National Training Complex, where it should be a beautiful night for William Peace Pacer Baseball, and we're happy that you are with us right here on the Pacer Sports Network for tonight's matchup. I am your host, Graham Hill. Will Dalton is over at the Herm covering the Women's USA South Conference Basketball Tournament as your Lady Pacers are taking on the Meredith Angels. You can also catch that game on the Pacer Sports Network. And so tonight I'm doing double duty with both public address announcing and play-by-play. So get ready to have an exciting experience as you'll get the best of both worlds, and hopefully I can bring the game to your living room, dorm room, or wherever you're watching this game at tonight. Thank you for joining us here on the Pacers Sports Network as we get ready for the starting lineups for the two teams in tonight's contest. All right, Pacer Nation, it's a beautiful night for some weeknight baseball here at Coleman Field in Cary. Let's get ready to play ball.
You're fucking killing it. I could kill someone.
So as you heard just me on the public address announcing, we are coming to you live at Coleman Field at USA National Training Complex for tonight's matchup between the Averett University Cougars and your William Peace University Pacers. We thank you for joining us here on the Pacers Sports Network. I am Graham Hill. Riding solo here tonight as Will Dalton is over on campus in downtown Raleigh for first round USA Conference matchup. As your Lady Pacers are taking on the Meredith College Angels. You can also catch that game on the Pacers Sports Network. But we get ready to kick things off here as Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue is playing as we get ready for tonight's game.
I'm going to close this door,
Mitchell Bordor is joining me in the booth tonight. Not going to get on commentary, but he is pretty much my production manager and also running the music here at Coleman Field. Beautiful night. Temperatures right now in the low 60s, should drop down to about the mid 40s once that sun goes down, but it should set up for a beautiful night here of William Peace University Pacer baseball. As number 6, Andrew Tan will get the start on the mound tonight for the Pacers as we get ready to start things off here between the Cougars and the Pacers as we get ready for opening pitch. Leading off for the Cougars, junior second baseman, number 2, Brandon Hatcher. So Hatcher will start off at the plate for the Cougars. Again, both these teams just played just yesterday as the Pacers traveled to Danville, Virginia for the first contest. And we're going to start off the game with Tan hitting Hatcher, so that's going to send him to first. Next at bat for the Cougars, junior shortstop, number 3, Nate Tuck. So not the most ideal way you'd want to start this game if you are junior pitcher number 6, Andrew Tan, as his first pitch of the night made contact with Brandon Hatcher, so that's going to put him on first. And now Nate Tuck's going to see if he can add on to any more damage as he's going to make contact with it, but he's going to foul it off behind home plate. Hatcher makes contact with that one, but it's going to go to the left side, and the infield is going to have an opportunity to make a play. And it's just going to come right down for the first out against the Cougars. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman third baseman, number 18, Ryan Shatter. So Shatter stepping up to the plate now for the Cougs. So we'll just ground that one foul. Shatter had 4 at-bats yesterday for 2 hits. Not bringing any runners in. Pacers getting the shutout win yesterday. Talking to a lot of players before the game, it seems like they didn't even intend for it to happen, which that typically does not really happen in a lot of baseball games, but they said they were just kind of playing their simple game, controlling the pace of the game, and next thing you know, they had a shutout victory as the Pacers kind of struggled to hit yesterday. It's a lot more of the pitching game for the Pacers that got that shutout victory. Also, a lot of pitching errors for the Cougars, and struggles on the mound as they walked a lot of Pacer players to set up that 6-0 shutout victory. This count currently 0-2 for Shatter. Hatcher still on first for the Cougars. Tan and Shatter right now currently battling. About 3 balls at this at bat for Shatter have been fouled. 0-2 still the count. 1 out for the Cougars. Tan winds up. Throws it down the middle, but umpire is going to say it just went a little right to the zone to set up the first ball in this count. 1-2 the count now. Hatcher with a lead off first. There's a pitch by Tan. Shatter makes contact with it, but it's just going to go right into center field, and Hatcher will have to resort back to first. Next at bat for the Cougars, freshman right fielder, number 23, Zeljan Jackson. Number 15, Nate Holt, making the previous catch in the outfield to give the Cougars their second out here in the top of the first. As Jackson takes a crack at the first swing, fouls it off to the left. Next pitch by Tan to the left of the zone. 1-1 the count. Pacers just need one more out to end the Cougars' first offensive possession here, and they might get it here as the shortstop has to go to the ground. He's not going to be able to get back up to his feet in time to set up the play. And that'll advance Hatcher to second and put Jackson on first. Next at bat for the Cougars, sophomore catcher number 27, Kyle Wilson. So the Cougars with 2 outs right now are already halfway through their lineup here in the top of the first. 2 men on base. It's Wilson will foul off the first pitch by Tan. As the Pacers look to get back to the dugout. Tan already at 12 pitches in this ball game. As Wilson will just foul that one behind home plate. Both the developmental and varsity teams, both in action here tonight at USA National Training Complex. The developmental team taking on North Carolina Wesleyan College, battling Bishops on the field directly behind us here at Coleman Field. And their Pacers in a 2-game back-to-back stretch against the Averett University Cougars in a non-conference matchup tonight. Same one yesterday, or the one yesterday was also a non-conference matchup. One and two the count. 2 outs for the Cougars. Tan checks second. Now Wilson's going to let the call time. Tan checks over his shoulder once again to second. There's the pitch. And it's going to be called a ball. It's set up 2-2 for the count. Cougars still with 2 outs with 2 men on base. Next one is hit into left field territory. Number 42, Kevin Gonzalez, making the effort to try and get under it, but ball's just going to go out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Cougars starting to drag out this top of the first. They're already halfway through their lineup. So that next ball is a little high. Full count now for Wilson. As both runners will now attempt to advance, but ball goes behind the plate, so they'll both go back to their respective bases. Two men on base currently for the Cougars. Top of the first, still scoreless. But Wilson's looking to possibly bring Hatcher home as he's going to take off, and Tan is just going to throw a strike to finally end the Cougars' first at bat. And with that, we'll take a break as we are scoreless after the top of the first between the Cougars and the Pacers right here on the Pacers Sports Network. Leading off for your Pacers, senior right fielder, number 8, Gavin Taylor. As Taylor gets things started here in the bottom of the first for your Pacers, as it'll be number 5, senior pitcher, Ryan Taylor on the mound for the Cougars, as his first pitch does not meet the umpire's look for ball 1. As Taylor makes contact with the second one, as it looks to split the center and right fielder, and it will. And it will take a nice couple of hops back to the wall. And Taylor's going for third. And he will get there, no questions asked. So a good first at bat for Gavin Taylor and a good first at bat for the Pacers. Next at bat for your Pacers, junior left fielder, number 42, Kevin Gonzalez. As the dugout is loving junior left fielder, number 42, Kevin Gonzalez walk-up song, a little 4K action. Gonzalez has mostly just gotten put into the lineup throughout the game, has not officially gotten a start this season until tonight. Very dedicated player, transfer out of Caldwell Community College, now playing at William Peace University. As Gonzalez will take a strike at his first look from Taylor. Fouls off the second one, 1-2 the count. Gonzalez has a chance to bring the runner in, which is Taylor, who got a triple at only his second hit at bat against Taylor. Gonzalez will call time now. And really a key moment for the Pacers is they want to put their first 4 at-bats on the base and set up a good opportunity to crack open an early lead here in the bottom of the first. So next pitch from Taylor is up, and it will be to the left side of the zone for ball 2. Two the count now. Kevin Gonzalez up to bat for your Pacers. Next pitch by Taylor. Gonzalez takes a swing at it, and he's going to have to run it down. The catcher can't decide what he wants to do, so Gonzalez will get a freebie on that one. Now the umps are going to meet to talk it over. As the catcher, Wilson, for the Cougars, just got tripped up, and now the umps will say that both men are safe. Now batting for your Pacers, senior designated hitter, number 26, Tyshawn Barrett. Tyshawn Barrett, the transfer from Pitt Community College, now at bat. One of the solid hitters in this lineup for the Pacers, as the Pacers now have two men on base. Barrett fouls off the first one. There's a pitch from Taylor. Barrett holds on it. It goes bottom right of the zone for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Both teams with one hit already in tonight's ball game. Pacers have a chance, though, to take the lead first as Barrett makes contact with it, and it was going down the right field line and then falls out of play. 1-2 the count. Beautiful night here at Coleman Field in the town of Cary at the USA National Training Complex as Tyshawn Barrett makes contact with that one. Center fielder is going to run it down and cannot hold on to it. And so that will bring in Taylor. Gonzalez will advance to third. Barrett now getting caught in no man's land as Gonzalez now is going to try to go home, and he will be tagged out. So Barrett just had some miscommunication there. Now batting for the Pacers, sophomore shortstop, number 19, Hunter Ward. So Gonzalez unfortunately took a chance there and tried to go home as Barrett was thinking he was going to go home initially. And at first it looked like Barrett was going to get stuck in no man's land in between third and second, while the third baseman and the second baseman of the Cougars were trying to set something up. Gonzalez took off towards home. Great job there by the second baseman of the Cougars, number 2, Hatcher, to see Gonzalez trotting home. And fortunately for Gonzalez, just couldn't get there in time, so that gives the Pacers their first out. But Barrett still at third. Son Ward now at bat. 1-1 the count, 1 out. So the next one is fouled off by Ward towards the right side. Pacers with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Looking to add on to it. As the next pitch by Taylor is way to the right of the zone for ball number 2. 2-2 now the count. Taylor winds up. And the ump's going to say that Ward went below the zone. So I'll give the Pacers their second out. Now batting for the Pacers, senior first baseman, number 23, Logan Barber. So after the strikeout to Ward delivered by Taylor, Logan Barber steps up now to try and bring in at least one more runner, and Tyshawn Barrett, who is still at third, to increase this Pacer lead. Next pitch is going to fall inside the zone for strike 2. As I mentioned, the Pacers come into this game with an overall record of 6-1, currently on a 4-game win streak, as Barber grounds that one to the shortstop, and that will retire the Pacers for the bottom of the first. Your score and summary for the Pacers after the bottom of the first: 1 run, 2 hits, 0 errors, 1 man left on base. So the Pacers have jumped out to an early 1-0 lead here after the first, as we'll take a break here, as this is William Peace University Baseball on the Pacers Sports Network. Back here on the Pacers Sports Network between the Averett University Cougars and the William Peace Pacers, as the Pacers have a 1-0 lead. Now batting for the Cougars, senior first baseman, number 28, Tanner Bradshaw. Tanner Bradshaw will now step up to get things going for the Cougars in the top of the second. Pacers, as I was talking about just before the break, coming to this game on a 4-game win streak. So they defeated Averett yesterday, swept University of Lynchburg this past weekend in a doubleheader. Only loss of the season came in their 3rd game, as they lost to the Roanoke College Maroons by a final score of 5-6. They split that series as they won the 2nd game of that doubleheader, 6-3. Then, of course, in their opening series against the Methodist University Monarchs. The Pacers won the first game 7-5 and then won the second game 16-9. So they look to get another sweep here. As the Averett University Cougars have traveled to Coleman Field tonight. 1-2 the count. Pitch by Tan. Bradshaw takes a swing at it, and Tan will strike him out. Next at bat for the Cougars, freshman left fielder number 30, Logan Albertson. Albertson up to bat. Fouls that one behind home plate. Albertson makes contact and a diving effort there by Ward. Just couldn't get there as that ball fell just outside of the infield. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman designated hitter number 15, Hudson Rowe. So now Rowe will look to advance Albertson. Good effort there by Hunter Ward, who just seemed like jumped out of a cannon, trying to make a dive, hold that ball to give the Cougars out number 2. Failed to do so. Cougars still with 1 out. As Tan will strike his second Cougar. And they'll put Rowe at first and advance Albertson the second. Now batting for the Cougars, sophomore center fielder number 9, Nolan McCabe. Nolan McCabe now at to bat. Stan is already almost at 30 pitches thrown in this game so far. Currently the count 29 pitches thrown for the junior. This is his first pitch to McCabe is called a ball. McCabe makes contact with the second one as that's going to drop into left field. Gonzalez is going to throw it at home. And now congestion at third. As now there's some confusion in the infield. The runner should be called out. Now Chris Duty is going to come out here and talk things over, rightfully so. As there's just been some mix-up in the infield or on the runners on bases in both games so far. Pacers with a similar situation, their last at bat. Now the Cougars face another situation where the runner just did not know that the runner behind him was trying to take over the next base. So as now they'll call, I believe, Albertson. That's going to be called out. Now head coach for the Cougars, Kenny Fleeman, will come out to talk things over with the officials. Interesting start to this ball game. Mitch, you've ever seen anything like this to start a game?
This is interesting. The rule is last one of the bag is out.
Which was Albertson, who...
I couldn't tell if he overtook the runner. It looked like he tripped coming over third, but I couldn't tell if he was making the turn and passed him. If he passed him, he's not trying to be out.
To me, it did not look like the runner was making a turn whatsoever. If anything, it looked like the runner coming to third saw, I believe it was Albertson coming back to third, or no, excuse me, Albertson saw the runner advancing to third, and the runner to third just did not see Albertson, and that's what caused the trip up. As we're having a lot of extracurricular activity being talked about on the field right now, and I think now they're going to rule it out. Leading off for the Cougars once again at the top of the lineup, junior second baseman, number 2, Brandon Hatcher. So we've gotten things situated. 2 outs for the Cougars as they're at the top of the lineup once again with Brandon Hatcher. That's Tan. Throws a strike down the middle. 1-1 the count. Runners on the corner for the Cougars. Hatcher makes contact with it, and it goes into the glove of the third baseman, but couldn't get good control of it, but makes the easy throw to first to stop the Cougars from tying things up. So after the top of the first, Cougars fail to score. Pacers still have a 1-0 lead as you're listening to WPU Baseball on the Pacers Sports Network. Now down for your Pacers, senior third baseman, number 30, Tyler Vaughn. Back here on the Pacers Sports Network, Pacers still with a 1-0 lead here. The bottom of the second, senior third baseman, number 30, Tyler Vaughn, is up to bat. As Taylor's quick back-to-back pitches here, both in the zone for 2 strikes, 0-2 the count. Taylor throwing his first ball, 1-2 now the count. Vaughn gets underneath that one. Center fielder backing up. Center fielder now has to change his direction, loses it. And now Vaughn's going to race to third. And another triple for the Pacers. So the Pacers once again have an opportunity coming up to bring the runner home, as the next man at bat will be. Now back for your Pacers, junior second baseman, number 36, Jam Hunt. Correction, sophomore catcher, number 38, Sean Roseborough. Got a little ahead of myself there on the lineup. That's Taylor's first pitch. Will drop down to the right of the zone for ball 1. So Roseborough has an opportunity to to bring in Vaughn. So Roseboro makes contact with it, but hits ground first and rolls to the left to be ruled a foul ball. 1-1 the count now. Next pitch by Taylor. It's a little low. Ball 2. Next pitch by Taylor. Roseboro looks at it as it goes low once again for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Pacers with a 1-0 lead here. Runner on third. So Roseboro makes contact with it, and it goes to the left of the third baseman. That will bring in Vaughn for the Pacers to extend their lead. Now batting for the Pacers, junior second baseman number 36, Jam Hunt. Jam Hunt now up to bat. So the Pacers score another run and put another man on base with Roseboro at first after the single to left field. First pitch by Taylor will be called a ball. Runner moves to first. Taylor catches it, overthrows it. Ball goes into the outfield. Roseboro stutter steps a little bit, decides to stay safely at second. So that'll be the first error against the Cougars in this ball game. One 0 the count. Roseboro now at second. So now Taylor will throw to second. Checks the runner. Roseboro's called safe. One 0 still the count here. Pacers now with a 2-0 lead. Taylor this time. Faking out Roseboro, who's leading off second. Jam Hunt up to bat for the Pacers. It's Hunt. Just put that one on the ground. And he's going to be called out at first. Now down for the Pacers, senior center fielder, number 15, Nate Holt. Nate Holt came up huge for the Pacers this past weekend in that doubleheader, in the second game of that doubleheader against the University of Lynchburg, providing the walk-off win, got the hit to give the Pacers that walk-off victory against the Hornets. A lot of his teammates said it was thanks to the game runners playing his song Hips Don't Lie by Shakira at the perfect time that motivated him to get the clutch hit to give the Pacers the victory. And let's see if he can get another clutch hit to bring Roseboro home, who was at third. As he fouls that one right into the Pacers dugout, almost took off some of his teammates' heads there. One, two, the count. As the next pitch by Taylor makes number 27 catcher Wilson rise up to catch that one, evening up the count now at 2-2. So that next pitch is going to drop low into the ground, bringing us a full count. Pacers only with one out here in the bottom of the second. Taylor now winds up. Holt makes contact with it, but fouls it off to the right side once again. 3-2 still the count. As Holt will now send that into center field. That'll bring in Roseboro and advance the Pacers' lead. Leading off for the Pacers at the top of the lineup once again, senior right fielder, number 8, Gavin Taylor. So the Pacers go through their lineup in this ball game as Gavin Taylor is back up to bat once again. Pacers currently with 3 hits off 2 runs in the bottom of the second. 1 error against Averett. Taylor checked the man on first as his first pitch to Taylor is going to be called a strike. Next pitch by Taylor will be called a strike once again. Holt with a lead off first. 0-2 the count. As Taylor will swing at it, and Taylor will catch. Taylor swinging for a strikeout. Next at bat for the Pacers, junior left fielder, number 42, Kevin Gonzalez. Kevin Gonzalez stepping back up to the plate. The transfer from Caldwell Community College. Able to make contact as first at bat. Taylor will throw that over home plate. But not before the official could call time. As Gonzalez at his first bat against Taylor makes contact with it as he drops it in between left and center field. That's going to bring in the runner, Nate Holt, and that's going to extend the Pacer lead once again. Now batting for the Pacers, senior designated hitter, number 26, Tyshawn Barrett. So good contact there by Kevin Gonzalez to bring Nate Holt in to extend this Pacer lead to 4-0 in the bottom of the second. It's Tyshawn Barrett, the transfer from Pitt Community College, looks to add on, or looks to help add on to this Pacer lead. Gets his first crack at it, fouls it off to the right side. As it is a beautiful night here for baseball at the USA National Training Complex in the town of Cary. Coleman Field, where we have this matchup between the visiting Averett University Cougars and your William Peace Pacers. As Barrett fouls it off once again to the right side. Being joined in the press box by Mitch Bedore, who's doing a fantastic job at running music so far for your Pacers. If you're in the stadium listening to this by chance, be sure to give him a shout out. And be sure to follow all games and athletic events for your William Peace University Pacers on the GoPeacePacers.com website, or you can follow your WPU Pacers on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GoPeace Pacers. Tyshawn Barrett has made contact all 3 times, but has fouled it off all 3 times. 0-2 the count. 2 outs for the Pacers. Runner on second. Almost a wild pitch there by Taylor, as it sent Wilson far out to the right side to retrieve that one. 1-2 now the count. As the next pitch, slow to the right, to now get us even on the scoreboard at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Barrett fouls it off once again to the right side. Ryan Taylor is about to throw his 40th pitch coming up here in this ball game. Only in the top of the second. So good job by the Pacer offense working Taylor early in this ball game, as Barrett stops himself just in time from coming below the zone to now give him a full count. Barrett makes contact with it and grounds it out to the shortstop, and now retire the Pacers in the second inning, but not before they're able to extend their lead to 4 as Averett University looks to get things started their next at bat. You're listening to William Peace Baseball on the Pacer Sports Network. Now batting for the Cougars, junior shortstop number 3, Nate Tuck. Back here at Coleman Field, Pacers have added on to their lead here as they now control a 4-0 lead over the Cougars, as they were able to score 3 runs in their previous at bat, all 4 hits. Andrew Tan is able to put that ball in the zone for strike 1 against number 3, Nate Tuck of the Cougars. Back-to-back strikes thrown by Tan. 1-2 now the count. So that ball looked good, but the umpire's going to say it was low. Evens out the count at 2-2. So next pitch by Tan's a little high. Tuck has to lean back a little bit on that one. Full count now for Tuck. Tuck makes contact with that one. That ball sails up into the air, but Kevin Gonzalez will deal that easily to give the Cougars their first out. Next at bat for the Cougars, freshman third baseman, number 18, Ryan Shatter. Shatter returns back to the plate. Makes contact with it immediately. Grounds that to the shortstop. Makes the throw to the first for out number 2. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman right fielder, number 23, Zeljan Jackson. So quick defensive play here as Jackson makes contact with it at his first pitch. And Gonzalez fields it once again to retire the Cougars in the top of the second, or the top of the third, I should say. Pacers still with a 4-0 lead here. As you're listening to WPU Baseball on the Pacer Sports. Back here to kick off the bottom of the third here at Coleman Field as the Pacers have a 4-0 lead over the Averett University Cougars. Pacers coming to tonight's matchup with an overall record of 6-1. The Cougars struggling to find their first win of the season as they come into tonight's game with an overall record of 0-5. They've had some tough losses, to say the least, to begin their season. First game against University of Lynchburg, losing that one by a final score of 11-9. Then their second game, they started a 3-game series against Brevard College, losing the first game by a final score of 2-1. Then the second game, 1-0, and then the third game, 4-6. And then, of course, just yesterday, taking on the Pacers in this back-to-back 2-game series, losing that game in a shutout loss, 6-0. Your final, as Hunter Ward finds himself with a 2-2 count to lead off the Pacers in the bottom of the third. And Hunter Ward will be struck out. Next at bat for your Pacers, senior first baseman, number 23, Logan Barber. Logan Barber back up to the plate for your Pacers. The Pacers just acquired their first out of their at-bat. And Barber stares down that one as the umpire will call strike one. Taylor speeding up his pitches now. There's that one. Low to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for the Pacers. Barber now gets underneath that one. And it'll go out of play just over the right field fence. 1-2 the count now. Barber makes contact with that one again as the center fielder will run over and field that one, giving the Pacers out number 2. Now batting for the Pacers, senior third baseman, number 30, Tyler Vaughn. Interesting song choice by Tyler Vaughn, but hey, I'm here for it. If it gives him the motivation he needs, I'll take it. As Vaughn carefully looks that one down as Taylor throws ball number 1. Vaughn on the second hit makes contact with it, takes 1 hop to the third baseman, but the home plate umpire is going to say that it touched the foul ball line. 1-1 the count. Taylor now has already thrown over 50 pitches in this ball game. Currently the pitch count at 56, make that 57. As he throws a strike. And then strikes out Tyler Vaughn on the next one. So the Pacers are not able to have a at-bat like their previous one in the bottom of the second, but still control a 4-0 lead as the Cougars get a chance at it to kick off the 5th. This is WPU Baseball on the Pacers Sports Network. Now batting for the Cougars, sophomore catcher, number 27, Kyle Wilson. Wilson up the bat here to kick off the top of the 4th, not the top of the 5th. As the Pacers have a 4-run lead. As the pitch by Tan. Bounces off of Roseboro. But it did fall into the zone before it made contact for strike number 1. 10 on his next pitch. Throws a strike, no question asked. 0-2 the count. Next one a little to the outside. It looked good from up here, but the ump will call it a ball. 1-2 now the count. And then on his next pitch, Tan is able to find the zone again to strike out Wilson. Next at bat for the Cougars, senior first baseman, number 28, Tanner Bradshaw. Bradshaw makes contact right off the bat. Throws it to the third baseman easily to give the Cougars their second out. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman left fielder number 30, Logan Albertson. As Andrew Tan has already thrown 30 strikes in this game. 44 the total pitch count, make that 45. 0-2 now the count as he just needs one more way to retire the Cougars here fast in the top of the fourth. But not before Albertson can foul it off. Cougars were 3 strikeouts in total so far in the game. Made that 4. As that does it for the top of the fourth. Pacers lead them by 4. So they get a chance back at it again. Here on the Pacer Sports Network, this is William Peace Baseball. Back here to begin the bottom of the fourth. Pacers lead by 4. Sean Roseborough gets us started here. Pacers offense has looked good in their previous 2 at-bats. The Cougars offense, however, has not gotten anything going as Andrew Tan has started to find his rhythm. The Pacers now looking to add onto this lead. Sean Roseborough lets that one sail past him. 2-0 the count currently. Taylor just thrown his 60th pitch. So Roseborough made great contact with that, but just fouled it off to the left field steps that enter the field here at Coleman Field. 2-1 now the count. So Roseboro fields that one, but it's going to go right into the glove of the first baseman for the Cougars. Next at bat for the Pacers, junior second baseman, number 36, Jam Hunt. It's number 28, Bradshaw of the Cougars, getting the Pacers first out off the ground ball by Sean Roseboro. Jam Hunt looks to make something at his next at bat. Lets the first one go past him for strike one. And also watches that one for strike two. Hunt parls in just before going below the zone. So Taylor will speed up the next pitch and will strike out Hunt. That is now Taylor's fifth strikeout. Now batting for your Pacers, senior center fielder, number 15, Nate Holt. So Taylor now starting to find himself a little rhythm here, as he actually has 6 strikeouts in this ball game. Starting a total pitches of 68, 45 of them being strikes. As the Pacers are struggling to get anything going here. At this at bat in the bottom of the fourth. 0-2 the count for Holt. Pitch by Taylor. That drops low into the dirt for ball number 1. As Holt chips that one up, and it falls right into the glove of Taylor to retire the Pacers in the 4th inning. But the Pacers still have 4-0 lead against the Cougars, as we'll be right back on the Pacer Sports Network. Back here on the Pacer Sports Network, number 15, Hudson Rowe, the designated hitter for the Cougars, starting things off here in the top of the 5th. Stan throws a strike to get things going against Rowe. And the next pitch by Tan is good for a strike. So Andrew Tan on his 47th pitch of the game is looking to Hunter Rowe out of here at this at-bat. So Rowe makes contact with it. And great job there by first baseman Logan Barber to run that down and give the Cougars their first out. Now batting for the Cougars, sophomore center fielder, number 9, Nolan McCabe. So Nolan McCabe looks to start things for this Cougars offense as they've struggled in their previous 2 at-bats. McCabe makes contact with it, but fouls it off behind home plate. Next pitch by Tan, a little high to the right. Evens us out at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. For Nolan McCabe, I should say. Currently at bat for the Cougars as he fouls that one off to right field. Andrew Tan is able to strike out Nolan McCabe. Leading back off for the Cougars at the top of the lineup, junior second baseman, number 2, Brandon Hatcher. So that gives Andrew Tan now his 5th strikeout of this game. 54 pitches thrown for Tan. Hatcher grounds that one in the dirt for a foul ball, strike number 1. The Cougars have not been able to get any hits or get any men on base at their previous at-bats. Same story showing here in the top of the 5th. Stan finds the zone for strike number 2. And looking to retire the Cougars once again and give them 3 innings in a row with no hits and no man able to put on base as Tan throws that one behind home plate. For ball number 1, 1-2 the count. 2 outs for the Cougars. Next pitch by Tan. Hatcher makes contact with it, but sends it right into center field, and that does it for the Cougars once again here in the top of the 5th. Pacers still with a 4-0 lead over the Averett University Cougars. We'll be right back here on the Pacers Sports Network. Back here on the Pacers Sports Network, midway through this one already. Gavin Taylor up to bat for your Pacers. As his first pitch from Taylor will fall low for ball 1. Next pitch by Taylor. Wide to the right side for ball 2. Taylor 71 pitches thrown in this ball game, 47 of them strikes, 6 strikeouts in this game. But currently has the count at 3-0 with Gavin Taylor up to bat. Pacers in their black tops with gray bottoms. The Cougars all gray from top to bottom. As Taylor is able to find the zone for strike number 1. 3-1 now the count. Now gives us a full count here. Gavin Taylor has let the last 2 previous pitches go past him. And gets close to the zone there, but no cigar for Taylor. So he'll walk Taylor to put him in on first. Next at bat for your Pacers, junior left fielder number 42, Kevin Gonzalez. Mitch, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Kevin Gonzalez's walk-up song has stolen the hearts of his teammates in the dugout.
Big morale booster.
Which you actually have to take credit for that. You were the one, or actually it was Brandon Shea who suggested that one. It's Kevin Gonzalez. So he hits that one to the second baseman, who will throw him out at first to give the Pacers their first out. We'll give our next start at Kevin Gonzalez next at bat. Now batting for the Pacers, senior designated hitter number 26, Tyshawn Barrett. So both teams going quickly at their at-bats. Or excuse me, I forgot Gavin Taylor was walked. So now at second, Pacers only with 1 out. So junior transfer from Pitt Community College, Tyshawn Barrett's now at the bat. That one's going to be in the dirt. So Taylor will take off towards third and will get there safely. Steal for the Pacers. So that'll give the Pacers their first stolen base of the night. 0-1 the count against Barrett. Pacers only with 1 out. Barrett lets that one fall low to the right for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Taylor able to find the zone on that one for strike 2. 1-2 the count. As Tyshawn Barrett's looking to bring in Gavin Taylor to extend this Pacer lead. Barrett makes contact with it, takes a bounce into right field, and he will do just that as Gavin Taylor comes in to score.
It's a great piece of situational hitting.
Now batting for your Pacers, sophomore shortstop, number 19, Hunter Ward. So the Pacers, some good fielding there, or good play in the field as Taylor was able to make contact with that one. Took a lucky bounce into right field to bring in Gavin Taylor. Pacers have now extended this lead to 5-0. It's Hunter Ward. Takes a swing at the first pitch from Taylor. It's called for a strike. Pacers only have 1 out, so have some at-bats to work with. So now time will be called as Taylor throws the pitch. Will not count. Taylor Slow on the release. Winds up. Ward makes contact with it. Fouls it off behind home plate. Taylor close to 100 pitches now. Just through his 81st. 52 of those pitches being strikes. Has 6 strikeouts in this game. Ward makes contact with it, but it falls into the glove of the right fielder to give the Pacers their second out. Now batting for your Pacers, senior first baseman, number 23, Logan Barber. So Logan Barber steps up to the plate here for your Pacers, who have 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Taylor will throw back to first. Trying to catch Tyshawn Barrett slipping. Fails to do so. So just threw his first ball of the count. Barrett will take off towards second. Catcher pumps, throws it into the outfield, but Barrett will stay at second. Second error now for the Cougars in this ball game. One, two the count. Taylor checks second. Throws. Down low to the left. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the count, 2 outs for the Pacers. And then he strikes out Barber on his next pitch to end the runs, or end the run for the Pacers. Your scoring summary for the Pacers out of the bottom of the 5th. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 man left on base. So as we get ready to head into the top of the 6th, Pacers have extended their lead to 5 now. Averett looks to get an answer at their next at bat. We'll take a break here on the Pacers Sports Network. Back here on the Pacers Sports Network, if you're just joining us, Pacers control a 5-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. So the Cougars have had 3 straight at-bats with no hits or no runs. It's Andrew Tan, the junior pitcher on the mound right now. He's thrown a total of 57 strikes, 57 pitches, I should say. 43 of those being strikes, 1-1 the count. Number 3, Nate Tuck of the Cougars up the bat. He makes contact with that one, grounds it to the third baseman, who will make the throw to first and will be called out. As the head coach of the Cougars, Kenny Fleming, in his 3rd season, will come out of the dugout to talk things over with the home plate official, trying to make his case that Tuck might have been safe there, but the ump stays with his call for an out. As Scheider, this is his next at bat, grounds that one to second baseman Hunt, who throws it to first to give the Cougars out number 2. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman right fielder number 23, Zeljan Jackson. So just like that, the Pacers quickly have 2 outs against the Cougars. It's Jackson. Fouls that one behind home plate. Oh, 1 the count. Tan winds up. Throws that one down the middle, a little low there for the umpire's liking. 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Jackson takes a swing at it. So that ball is in the dirt. That'll make the count 1-2. 2 outs for the Cougars, who have no man on base. This has been the story for the Cougars at their previous 4 at-bats, or 3 at-bats. Currently at their 4th one. The story continues as Tan strikes him out to retire the Cougars in the top of the 6th, and the Pacers offense will get back on the field as they have a 5-0 lead here. As we'll take a break. This is WPU Baseball on the Pacers Sports Network. Now batting for your Pacers, senior 3rd baseman, number 30, Tyler Vaughn. Back here on the Pacers Sports Network, bottom of the 6th, 30 Tyler Vaughn up to bat for your Pacers. Makes contact with the first pitch. Fouls it off. to the right side. Taylor's still in the game for the Cougars as Vaughn grounds that one over the pitcher's mound and into center field for a single. Next at bat for your Pacers, sophomore catcher, number 38, Sean Roseborough. Sean Roseborough, the catcher now, stepping up to the plate once again. First pitch to Roseborough will be called a ball. Taylor winds up. Throws the next pitch. Catches Roseborough swinging for strike one. Taylor now at 89 pitches in this ball game. 58 of those strikes. Has 7 strikeouts. 1-1 the count. No outs for the Pacers. 1 man on base. Official calls time. It's the next pitch from Taylor. We'll find the zone for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Ball with the lead off at first. Roseborough makes contact with it. Grounds that to the shortstop, who flips it to the second baseman, who throws it to first, but is not able to get the ball there in time. So Roseborough will be called safe. Now batting for your Pacers, junior second baseman, number 36, Jam Hunt. Jam Hunt up once again for the Pacers. As Vaughn was retired at second, but Roseborough able to advance to first off the ground single. It's the first pitch from Taylor to Hunt. Will be low. Called for a ball. The count. So Hunt will take a swing at it. Misses for strike 1. Pitch from Taylor. As it will be hit to the shortstop. Just tosses it to the second baseman to end the Pacers here in the bottom of the 6th. As we head into the 7th, still our score finds itself at 5-0. We'll take a break here on the Pacers Sports Network. Now batting for the Cougars, sophomore catcher, number 27, Kyle Wilson. So we kick off the top of the 7th. This game has moved right along. So we've just crossed over an hour and a half of play in this ball game. Pacers still controlling a 5-0 lead. And really the defense has just been solid for the Pacers in the Cougars' previous 4 at-bats. Cougars have not been able to get any hits off or any men on base. So they're struggling hitting-wise right now. They only have 3 hits in total in this ballgame. The Pacers with 7. Andrew Tan still out there for the Pacers. This is Net's pitch. It's popped up. It'll be the shortstop backing up into the outfield to come down and make the catch. Now batting for the Cougars, senior first baseman, number 28, Tanner Bradshaw. This Pacers already 1 out. Tan's thrown a total of 67 pitches so far in this ball game. 50 of them strikes. It's his first pitch to Bradshaw. We'll go behind home plate for ball 1. Next one is in the dirt, bounces off to the right side for ball 2. The count currently. This next pitch from 10 looks identical to the one before. 3 balls, no strikes for Tanner Bradshaw. Cougars with 1 out, no man on base. This 10 will walk Bradshaw to put a Cougar on first. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman left fielder, number 30, Logan Albertson. So Albertson up to the plate. With a man on first, makes contact with the first pitch from Tan. Fouls that one to the right behind home plate. Beautiful night, clear skies here at USA National Training Complex. Temperature has gotten cooler out there, but it feels good, and it's a perfect night for some midweek baseball here at Coleman Field. 1-1 the count for Albertson. 1 out for the Cougars. Albertson jerks at that one, fouls it off behind home plate. One, 2 the count now. Albertson makes contact on that one. That's going to drop into left field. Kevin Gonzalez is there to field it. That gives the Cougars their second out. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman designated hitter, number 15, Hudson Rowe. Hudson Rowe up to bat. Cougars have now broken their 4-inning stretch, not being able to put a man on base. So they have Wilson currently in first, make that Bradshaw actually. One over the count. Bradshaw with the leadoff. And it's pitched by Tan. It's thrown to the dirt. Good job there by Roseboro. Put his body in front of it. Before Bradshaw could have an opportunity to take off towards second. Now Coach Sheedy will hop out to the mound. Talk things over with his junior pitcher, who has done a good job, honestly, staying in here tonight. He's thrown for 7 innings, 74 pitches in total, 53 of them being strikes. Might be time for a relief coming in here. So we'll take a short break. Pacers with a 5-0 lead over the Cougars on the Pacers Sports Network. So back here on the Pacers Sports Network, top of the 7th, 2 outs for the Cougars. So Pacers have number 30, Tyler Johnson, the bullpen warming up. Andrew Tan has been in this ballgame from the start, still holding his own. Currently has a 3-1 count against number 15, Hudson Rowe of the Cougars. Pacers still with a 5-0 lead here. Tan winds up. Throws that one down the middle, but it's going to be called low. And he'll walk Rowe. Coach Judy will come back out to the mound, talk things over. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change here for the Pacers. And with that, we'll take another break. Top of the 7th, score still the same. Cougars with 2 out. Pacers 5-0 lead. We'll be right back on the Pacers Sports Network. Back here on the Pacers Sports Network. So now sophomore pitcher number 55, Tyler Johnson, has come in to relieve Andrew Tan. Tan finished with a total of 79 pitches, 54 or 54 of those being strikes. There are a total of 6 strikeouts in this game. So now Johnson gets things going here against number 9, Nolan McCabe. Two man on. Three one the count. Johnson trying to find his rhythm here. As McCabe got a little ahead of himself, thought that next pitch was going to be called a ball. Johnson able to find the zone. Strike number 2, full count. 2 outs for the Cougars, 2 men on base. Johnson checks second, winds up, runners take off. It's going to be grounded at third base. He'll make the throw over to get the out. Stop the Cougars' push. So we come up to the bottom of the 7th here. Your Pacers still in control, 5-0. We'll take a break on the Pacers Sports Network. Now batting for your Pacers, senior center fielder number 15, Nate Holt. We find ourselves in the bottom of the 7th here at Coleman Field at the USA National Training Complex. Your William Peace Pacers with a 5-0 lead over the Averett University Cougars as Holt goes down the bunt position. Falls off a bit. Ball 1. So we have a new pitcher out there on the mound for the Cougars. That is number 29, junior Wesley Payne, coming in to relieve. Taylor, who started things off for the Cougars. Taylor finished with 97 pitches, 63 strikes, 7 strikeouts in total. Made some Pacers work for it at their at-bats. So now Holt gets underneath that one. And that will fall into right field for out number 1. Leading off for your Pacers, back at the top of the lineup, senior right fielder, number 8, Gavin Taylor. Taylor at the bat now. Spain throws 6 strikes in this ball game. To start off his appearance in this ball game. Only has a 1-0 count against Taylor. Taylor watches that one. Saw pass into the ground to the right of the box for ball 2. Next pitch by Payne. Low once again. 3-0 the count. Next pitch by Payne. It takes a hop into home plate. And then I'll walk Taylor. Next at bat for your Pacers, junior left fielder number 42, Kevin Gonzalez. So, Kevin Gonzalez, previous at bat, I thought that I didn't get to finish because Gonzalez was able to make contact at the first pitch. Kevin Gonzalez's current walk-up song is 4K. It's initially not supposed to be that. His walk-up song was supposed to be Booker T by Bad Bunny, one of Kevin Gonzalez's favorite artists, and currently the 24/7 champion on Monday Night Raw, who recently just got done hosting Saturday Night Live. I can understand why Kevin Gonzalez would want Bad Bunny as his walk-up song artist. Bad Bunny's about to make his in-ring debut at this upcoming WrestleMania this year. Interesting little side note there. This Kevin Gonzalez has a 1-1 count, 1 out for the Pacers. Taylor will take off towards second. It's going to slide to get there and be called safe. Strike was called against Gonzalez. 1-2 the count. Payne winds up, checks over his left shoulder to second. There's the pitch to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes high with that one, makes contact with it, grounds it to the shortstop. He called out at first. Now batting for your Pacers, senior designated hitter, number 26, Tyshawn Barrett. So off the ground out to the second baseman by Kevin Gonzalez, I should say, it is able to advance Taylor to third. And the Pacers needed somebody to bring someone in. It would be senior designated hitter Tyshawn Barrett. He's been a big contributor to this Pacers offense. Pitch by Payne is wide to the right side. 2 balls, no strikes. Taylor at third. Barrett grounds that one. Throw to first. He is called out. That'll end the Pacers' scoring opportunity. So after 7 down here, your score remains the same. Pacers in control with a 5-0 lead. We'll take a break on the Pacers Sports Network. So we're closing in to the completion of this game. Pacers still in control, 5-0, top of the 8th. Brandon Hatcher up to bat for the Cougars. On the mound is sophomore pitcher Austin Skipper. Hatcher fouled that one up. Birdsville will try to make a play for it behind home plate. Failed to do so. Strike one for Hatcher is number 24 out there on the mound. Freshman right-hand pitcher Cody Butler coming in for the change for your Pacers. 1-1 count. Two on the count now. Hatcher fouls that one off to the right side. He moves this up at 2-2. Hatcher makes contact with that one. Takes a hop in the right field where it'll be scooped up. That'll be a single for the Cougars. Oh, we got pinch hitter, right? So we have a pinch hitter now in for the Cougars. This will be number 22. Senior Zach Cameron. Now in at pitch hitter for the Cougars, senior number 22, Zach Cameron. One the count. No outs for the Cougars. As that ball will be hit up into second or center field, and it'll fall down for out number 1 for the Cougars. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman third baseman number 18, Ryan Shatter. Shatter's first pitch from Butler will be called a strike. Next pitch, going to be a little low. Evens us out at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That next one is fouled out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pacers would definitely take a double play right here to end the offense once again of the Cougars that has struggled all night long. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Currently the count. Scheider. He fouls that one again behind the right plate. Two, still your count. 1 man on base. At first for the Cougars. Now make it a full count for freshman third baseman Ryan Shatter. So he'll ground that to second base. They'll flip it. They'll flip it to second. Attempt to throw it first. Can't get there. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman right fielder number 23, Zeljan Jackson. Jackson at first. Excuse me, Shatter at first. Jackson up the bat. 5-0 still your score. This ball game. Pacers have controlled all night long. Jackson fouls that one off. Butler's next pitch. Out wide to the left. 2 balls, 1 strikes. 2 outs for the Cougars. Butler finds the zone on that one. Jackson had to jump back a little bit to avoid contact. Nonetheless, he was us out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jackson tries to take a rip at it, or excuse me, Bradshaw. No, I am correct. It is Jackson. I got the 3 on the back of Jackson's number resembled a 28 there, or resembled an 8. Thought it was 28 Tanner Bradshaw, but it is Jackson who has a 2-2 count. He fouls that one down right field. Jackson makes contact with it. But grounds it out. That does it for the top of the 8th. Your scoring summary for the Cougars after The top of the 8th, 0 runs, 2 hits, 0 errors, 1 man left on base. Back here on the Pacers Sports Network, number 12, Jake DeCunto in at pitch hitter to start things off here in the bottom of the 8th. It's been a beautiful night for baseball here, as I just found myself talking to the PA mic, play-by-play mics right here. Beautiful night here for baseball here at Coleman Field at the USA National Training Complex. Being joined up here in the booth by Mitch Bedore, who is on music duty for your Pacers. Currently, DeCunto has a 3-0 count. Next pitch by Payne. DeCunto has to jump away from it. That'll walk him to first. Next at bat for your Pacers, senior first baseman, number 23, Logan Barber. Logan Barber back up to bat for the Pacers. Pacers with a man on first due to a walk. First pitch by Payne to Barber, a little high for ball 1. So now DeCunto will take off to second, slide safely, steal that one. As your Lady Pacers are currently up 57-47 over the Meredith Angels in the USA Southeast Division semifinal game of the conference tournament. You can also find that game here on the Pacers Sports Network, where Will Dalton is there tonight taking over his role tonight as the play-by-play for baseball. Will Dalton over in the Herm for your Lady Pacers, who are taking on the Meredith Angels and lead by a score 57-47 in the USA Southeast Division semifinal game. Meanwhile, back here, your Pacers currently have a 5-0 lead against the Averett University Cougars. They begin a 3-game road stretch starting this Saturday as they'll travel to take on all non-conference opponents. First one being the Roanoke College Maroons. Barber fields that one out to right field. Kunto will advance over to third. This is Tyler Vaughn. Now batting for your Pacers, senior third baseman, number 30, Tyler Vaughn. But after this game, to close out a back-to-back turnaround series against the Cougars, who they defeated yesterday on the road by a score of 6-0. The Pacers will then travel this Saturday to take on the Roanoke Maroons for a 12:30 starting pitch time. Then Tuesday, March 9th, they'll travel to University of Lynchburg, who they just took on in a doubleheader this past Saturday here at Coleman Field. And then they'll finish out the 3-game non-conference road stretch against Brevard College on Saturday, March 13th at 12 p.m. The Pacers return back home here Sunday, March 14th, as an error is made in the outfield by the Cougars, as they'll bring in DeCunto and advance Vaughn to first. Now in at pitch hitter for your Pacers, senior number 33, Tate Proctor. Tate Proctor now in at pitch hitter for Sean Roseborough in the lineup. As now Vaughn will still second. Gets there safely. Oh, no, he was called out. My apologies there. One strike so far for Proctor. Now make that 2 strikes for Proctor. 2 outs for the Pacers. This next pitch by Payne. Forward to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payne with 16 pitches so far since coming in. As that next one falls down into the glove of the catcher, but a little high out of the zone. He was just out at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So now Proctor makes contact with that next one, but fouls it out of the stadium behind home plate. And then Payne catches Proctor swinging to retire the 8th. As we head into the final inning of this one, your Pacers still with a 5-0 lead, as we'll set up for the final inning. We'll be right back on the Pacers Sports Network. Now batting for the Cougars, sophomore catcher, number 27, Kyle Wilson. So as we get things started here in the top of the ninth, the final inning, this ball game, Pacers with a 6-0 lead. Apologize for any mistakes that I've had during tonight's call. There's probably been quite a few, but I've been on double duty with the PA and play-by-play. Mitch, I think I'd say I've done fairly decent tonight. Not probably my best performance, but certainly you've been on fire all night long with music. As the next pitch by Butler is called for a strike, making the count 1-2. Pacers just need 3 outs before they go on the road for 3 games for a non-conference stretch, as they will conclude this back-to-back series, or look to conclude this back-to-back series with the Cougars. Here tonight, they're 3 outs away from doing so. It's now a overthrown towards first base. Runner will be safe. Next at bat for the Cougars, senior first baseman number 28, Tanner Bradshaw. Says number 18, Cole Robbins behind home plate now for your Pacers to close out this game. Cougars with a man on first. No outs for them. Butler winds up. There's right down the middle for a strike. 0-2 the count for Bradshaw of the Cougars. Next pitch by Butler, low to the left side at the feet of Bradshaw. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. Butler checks over his shoulder at first, winds up, and gets the strikeout. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman left fielder number 30, Logan Albertson. So 1 out for the Cougars here. Albertson now at to bat. So Albertson grounds that one down the left field lines. It rolls out of play. Won the count. 1 out for the Cougars. 1 man on base. Butler winds up. Throws it low. Gets the ball called. 2-1 the count now. Butler winds up. Albertson fouls it off behind home plate. Albertson fouls it off once again behind home plate. Evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pretty solid performance for the Pacers. Once again, kind of a similar situation to yesterday where they just played their style of game and looks like should get a shutout here as Albertson 3 hits in a row that have been fouled off. But good teams keep it simple and find ways to win. Pacers, I think, have had a better performance than they did in yesterday's matchup against the Cougars. So they have a tough 3-game road stretch coming up as Albertson hits it up. Good communications in the outfield for out 2. Now batting for the Cougars, freshman designated hitter number 15, Hudson Rowe. And after the fly out by Albertson to right field, the Pacers only need one more out to win 5 in a row. It's the first pitch by Butler to Rowe. It's called for a strike. One the count, 2 outs for the Cougars, 1 man on base. Pacers just 1 out away from winning 5 in a row, and it could be coming up here. Throw to first to seal the deal, and that'll do it. The scoring summary for the Cougars after the top of the ninth: 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 errors, 1 man left on base. The final score of tonight's game: the Averett University Cougars 0 and the William P. Pacers 6. Pacers win! Fans, thank you for joining us tonight at Coleman Field at the USA National Training Complex. Your William P. University Pacers are back in action this Saturday, March 6th, to begin a 3-game road stretch as they'll travel to Salem, Virginia to take on non-conference opponent, the Roanoke College Maroons. First pitch for that game is scheduled for 12:30. Your Pacers won't return to Coleman Field until Sunday, March 14th, as they'll return back to USA South Conference play against the North Carolina Wesleyan College Battling Bishops for a 3 p.m. start time. For the latest news and updates from William P. University Athletics, please visit GoPeacePacers.com, Facebook, or follow the Pacers on Instagram and Twitter at GoPeacePacers. Fans, please drive home safely, enjoy the rest of your evening, and go Pacers! Thank you. Good night, everybody. So that seals the deal here for your Pacers as they now improve to an overall record of 7-1 for the season, 4 in a row for your Pacers. The Cougars drop to 0-6. As I just mentioned, the Pacers now begin a 3-game road stretch that will begin this Saturday as they'll be traveling up for some non-conference action against the the Roanoke College Maroons, who handed the Pacers their only loss this season, so the Pacers look to get revenge against the Maroons. And then they'll be back here Sunday, March 14th to take on the North Carolina Wesleyan College Battling Bishops. But overall, good job tonight for the Pacers as they're able to come away with another shutout. Good performance on the mound overall for the Pacers, led by junior pitcher number 6, Andrew Tan. And the Pacers don't look now but find themselves on a 5-game road streak, or a 5-game win streak, as they prepare to go on a 3-game road stretch. Your final score, once again, the William P. Pacers 6 at Averett University Cougars 0. We thank you for joining us here on the Pacers Sports Network. Graham Hill signing off. Thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good rest of your evening. So long, everybody.